My friends, we're live. Take it away, Lynn Marie.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Good Trouble Vote. I'm one of your co-hosts, Lynn Marie Smith, and my other co-host, Sharleen Leahey. She'll be in here in a few seconds. We want you all to come in and get comfortable, get your
Hi,
favorite.
everyone.
Hey, there she
Welcome
is.
to Good Trouble. Vote. You're in the right place. And I am your co host for the evening, Sharleen Leahey. And I'd like to introduce Lynn Marie Smith.
Hey, everybody. I said, that's my sister Charlene. So we want you to get your favorite beverage and get you something good to eat and just snuggle around the computer, get everybody involved, and get ready for a sensational night of performances around the importance of voting and getting into good trouble. Yes, it's good to see you all. We've been working really hard to put this wonderful production together, and believe me, you are in for a treat.
I just want to welcome Lynn Marie Smith. We actually met just a couple of days ago for the very first time. It's so exciting to be working with you, my sister. And you've been just fabulous to be jumping in into this project, and I appreciate all the hard work you've put into this. And I just want to say we are being sponsored tonight by two organizations. Our main sponsor tonight is People's Music Network, and our co-sponsor is Folk Vote, and we are going to be talking a little more about those two groups, of which I'm very proud to be a member of, both of them, and I will be talking more later about them and what we're trying to do by building this online community. But as we get ready to begin, I just want to say that we took inspiration from two incredible movements in the history of our country: the women's suffrage movement and the civil rights movement.
Yes.
And we'd like to open with a quote which helped us name tonight's event. Lynn?
Never, ever be afraid to make some noise and get in good trouble, necessary trouble. And that's our plan here tonight, Sister Shar. We're going to get in some good, necessary trouble tonight with this fantastic array of performers. I'm so excited.
And that was a quote from our beloved ancestor, Representative John.
John Lewis. Yes.
Yes. Well, I'd just like to just welcome our audience members from People's Music Network who will be joining our Zoom tonight, and the majority of our listeners will be joining us on Facebook. And those of you who are joining us now, feel free to share the event. You know, we have a few minutes to our first performer, and we'll talk a little bit about our first performer in a couple of minutes. So there's still time to get your beverage and share the link with your friends and family. And we'll be going to approximately 9 p.m., maybe a couple of minutes over if need be. So there's still time to share the event. So I just like to just go through the list of performers we'll be hearing from tonight. We're going to be our performers will be sharing their songs in two parts tonight, with a little commentary about some organizations that we feel are very important, including the League of Women Voters. We'll be discussing some important websites and even a phone number to use in case you get into some bad trouble on election day.
Yeah.
Bad trouble, we know about that. So we'll be hearing from our opening performer, who is our only poet for the evening, Susanna Rich, in just a couple of minutes. We are honored to be in the company of one of the great folk singers of our time, John McCutcheon. We will be introducing Spook Handy, an old friend of mine. Sarah Pirtle, another friend of mine from People's Music Network. Again, another friend of mine from PMN, Catherine Rhoda. A new friend of mine who is also our co-producer, Cy Khan. Charlie King, the first man I ever spoke to at a People's Music Network gathering, one of the co-founders of People's Music Network. Hallie Hammer, Jen Dog Lone Wolf, who I collaborated with on our women's suffrage centennial back in the summer. Now, part two, if Lynn wants to just mention who will be joining us for part two.
Well, we've got Sarah Lynch Thomason. We've got you, my sister, the beautiful and talented Sharleen Leahey. We have Sparky and Rhonda Rucker. We have Gary Allard with a fantastic song. We have Lydia Adams Davis. We have Pat LaManna, my other sister there, and
Producer tonight.
co-producer. We have Brother John Dillon, and we have the talented Tom Smith. So we're in for a real treat, my sister.
Talented Lynn Marie Smith, whose video we just previewed before we began broadcasting, which I'm just extremely excited that we're going to be seeing this video tonight as our grand finale. The video is called Women Vote. So those of you who are joining us, don't leave. There's a lot of great music, and we have, I believe, at least 2 videos from the performers who submitted them, including Sarah, who couldn't be with us tonight. And I did not mention about Sai Khan that he is not only the founder of our co-sponsors. This man is very busy, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Co-sponsor of Folk Vote, and he is also another one of our 4 co-producers. So Sai, thank you so much for all you've done to create this event tonight and co-create, and also all you've done to promote it and to get some of these new artists that some of them never even met or heard from before. Some of them came through Sai. So Sai, thank you so much for all your work on this.
Yeah, that's one of the beautiful things I think about Zoom that I'm learning to enjoy is the variety in those of us that can get together and build this sense of community through our culture and the exchange of just wonderful ideas in a platform such as People's Music Network and Folk Vote. So I'm excited and truly honored to be a part of it.
Now, our first performer, she unfortunately has to leave a little bit early, so we're going to begin with someone who I met at a women's suffrage event about a year ago. And she's going to do a very special piece, dramatization, and through the beauty and magic of poetry. Susanna Rich is a producer, a performer, and poet whose new book, Shout! Poetry for Suffrage, celebrates the powerful women and righteous men who battled for the 19th Amendment and universal suffrage. Susanna will open our show with an original dramatization about the sacrifices made by one of our nation's most courageous activists for women's suffrage. In the early part of the 20th century, Lucy Burns was imprisoned and tortured by the U.S. government for the crime of petitioning for women's right to vote. Please welcome Susanna Rich performing her original poem, I Am Lucy Burns. Give it up for Susanna Rich.
I am Lucy Burns. History will know this cold, moonless November 1917 night as the night of terror. And you, prison guards, your hot, rank, sour breath on my neck, you who grab and shake me, you who twist my arms and manacle my wrists, the metal grinds tight, snaps shut, you yank my arms up above my head, chain them to these prison bars, slam the door inches from my face. Iron banged into iron. I hang all night waiting. You have shut me up. My fingers, my hands, my arms burn as if poked by infinite needles. I throb. My shackles cut into my wrists. They are cutting off my hands. I ache. I hurt. I grow heavy. My arms fade to numb. My skin mottles blue. My ribs, my lungs labor My feet and ankles grow too weak now to raise me for each breath. This is not sobbing. This is struggle for breath. The need for, the fear of sleep, of choking. This is what the cross meant. This is what it means to be hung on the rood, to lose feeling, to suffocate. My own weight pulling me down. You strip me of my clothing. I am an empty dress hung on a line. I am Susan B. Anthony. I have come to you in spirit, Lucy Burns. On November 45 years ago, they came to arrest me for casting a ballot. Seeing me as a lady, they were reluctant to treat me like a criminal, but I demanded handcuffs. I would not be denied the perfect image of my state, my hands tied. Feel them rise through yours now. Let our shackles clang like bells. Remember me. I am the Statue of Liberty, waiting in New York Harbor. Trapped by water on all sides, I have no name, I cannot move. Still I raise my torch, my arm ever aloft. Still I cradle the book of freedom. I am the mother of exiles. I lift my lamp beside the golden door. I am the new moon. The sky is dark with shame this night. Why has the sun abandoned me? I'm not hiding, Lucy Burns, woman of light. I have turned into myself. I will cradle you. Wait for me. I am Julia Emery. I am my cell across from you, Lucy Burns, your red hair glowing like sun in this gloom, your white skin a beacon of stars. I have beaten down the rats that would have crawled into our beds. I am here. I raise my arms to mirror you. I raise my arms to be you, Sister Suf, valiant goddess, all the night long with you. Silent, silenced, we shiver with November cold and damp. Yet our arms are torches, our hearts burn, our fingers flicker like flames. Thank you. Thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you so much, Susanna. How moving. And we appreciate your passion and your great gift that you've shared. Thank you so much.
Wow, how moving. Yes, outstanding.
I just want to say we are honored through the work of Sai Khan to have with us someone I've admired for a very long time. John McCutcheon is one of our most respected and beloved folk singers. As an instrumentalist, he is a master of a dozen different traditional instruments, most notably the rare and beautiful hammer dulcimer. His songwriting has been hailed by critics and singers around the globe. John has been nominated for 7 Grammy nominations. His commitment to grassroots political organizations has put him on the front lines of many of the issues important to us all, including the community of working people throughout the world. It is with great joy I introduce to you John McCutcheon performing his original song, Vote, Damn It.
I want to thank People's Music Network and Folk Vote for the yeoman job of putting this all together. It's no easy task to corral all these cats. Also want to greet my fellow Local 1000 members out there. Those of you who are performing and those of you who are watching. If you don't know anything about Local 1000, please check it out. It's our union. I have to tell you all that there is a wonderful online magazine here in the South called The Bitter Southerner. And they have a t-shirt that they have been marketing that has the slogan, "Vote, damn it," on it. And I was inspired to write this song both by them and the fact that I live in the same town as the former Representative John Lewis, and I wrote this the day he died. John Lewis walked across that bridge so you could vote, damn it. Like a soldier charging up a ridge so you could vote, damn it. Since that day in Selma town when violence threw him to the ground, he rose each time he was beaten down, so vote, damn it. Vote, damn it, stand in line. Vote, damn it, every time. Prove your power, let it shine, and vote, damn it. They fought the Klan, they fought Jim Crow so you could vote, damn it. They fought that we might have it so vote, damn it. They were brave and they were true, did what they were asked to do, and now the future looks to you, so vote, damn it. Vote, damn it, stand in line. Vote, damn it, every time. Prove your power, let it shine, and vote, damn it. Now for 50 years we've had to fight, so vote, damn it. Still they try to steal our rights, so vote, damn it. Will you rise when you are asked to stand? When the call goes out, will you raise your hand? Let your voice be heard across the land, vote, damn it. Vote, damn it, stand in line. Vote, damn it, every time. Prove your power, let it shine, and vote, damn it. All those heroes of the past dream about the ballots that they'd cast. Hope their sacrifice would last. So on that Tuesday this November, vote, damn it. Those gone before we will remember, vote, damn it. 'Cause freedom is not guaranteed, we are the proof that they'd succeed. Good trouble is just what we need, so vote, damn it. Vote, damn it, stand in line. Vote, damn it, every time. Prove your power, let it shine, and vote, damn it. Vote, damn it, stand in line. Vote, damn it, every time. Prove our power, let us shine, and vote, damn it. Vote, damn it.
Ooh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Very inspiring. Thank you so much for that song. It couldn't be a more appropriate song for our concert tonight. Those of you who've just joined us, this is called "Good Trouble." Vote. My next my next guest is an old friend. He came to perform at a coffee house I was emceeing right when George W. Bush was preparing to invade Iraq. We started the Somerset Voices for Peace Coffee House in Somerville, New Jersey, the town where Paul Robeson grew up. And Spook was someone I had never met before, and he performed the next song for me that night. And I immediately sent that song to Pete Seeger, and Pete Seeger loved that song so much that He contacted Spook immediately, and Spook ended up performing with Pete for many years. Not just this song, but many other songs. And it kind of changed Spook's life, I believe. I think he'll agree with me, meeting Pete and working with him. And so don't anyone ever doubt that a song can change your life. I know a couple of songs have changed my life. So Spook is a singer, a songwriter. He's a speaker and workshop facilitator at festivals, conferences, and colleges around the country. He's joining us to perform Vote. Take it away, Spook.
Well, thank you very much, Sharleen. And you know what? One of the big changes I got because of this song was meeting so many wonderful people. And it's great to be here tonight. And what I'm going to do actually is, instead of actually perform my song, we're going to show a video that came out today. It's called of my song Vote. And you'll recognize a lot of people in the video because they are a very small percentage of the voices that are out here doing the best we can to encourage everybody to get involved. Many of them are PMN brothers and sisters, and others are both that and Local 1000 brothers and sisters. So let's watch the video.
When politicians come to town and kiss babies till their noses turn brown, you can bet your bottom dollar they want your vote.
They want your vote.
So speak your mind, 'cause believe it or not, this world has become a big melting pot. It's easy to get yourself lost in a lot, 'cause the world's made up of all kinds of people, so vote. Don't you never mind the weather, get your butt in the booth and pull down the lever. Vote. For worse or for better, let your voice be heard.
We got fuzzy-headed, peace-loving, carrot-chopping farmer boys. Skin-headed, neo-Nazi, face-slapping paranoids.
Fat cats sitting back, scoffing at the tabloids. Yup. Yup.
And there's cross-burning, homophobic, church-going family types.
Flag-burning, anti-war, give the poor more types.
Out of school, know-it-all, cliff-claving prototypes. The world's made up of all kinds of people, so vote. Don't you never mind the weather, get your butt in the booth and pull down the lever. Vote. For worse or for better, let your voice be heard.
Hard-working, wisdom-sharing, ceiling-breaking feminists.
Pro-life, clinic-burning, gospel-preaching terrorists.
City-dwelling, unemployed folks who can't stand it no more.
Can't stand it no more.
Sky-choking, river-killing, free-market advocates.
Tree-loving, owl-hugging, pro-environmentalists.
Urban folks high on hope, raising up their clenched fists. The world's made up of all kinds of people, so vote. Don't you never mind the weather, get your butt in the booth and pull down the lever. Vote. For worse or for better, let your voice be heard.
Now Farmer Josh lives up on the mountain,
Grows his own food, drinks from Mother Nature's fountain, and
only gets down into town around once a week.
And all the pretty young gals from the nearby high school
Stop by his farm 'cause they think he's so cool.
chewing on wheatgrass, spitting out
Philosophy.
He says, looking at life cosmologically, we're all cells in the body of the Almighty, and with godlike nature, we create our own reality. But down here on Earth, now that's a different ball of wax. We gotta eat, pay all kinds of taxes, and form governments that have laws to pass. 'Cause the world's made up of all kinds of people, so vote. Don't you never mind the weather, get your butt in the booth and pull down the lever. Vote. For worse
worse or for better, vote.
Vote. Don't you never mind the weather.
Get your butt in the booth and pull down the lever. Vote.
For worse or for better, vote.
Come on, everybody, vote!
Don't you never mind the weather. Get your butt in the booth and pull down the lever. Vote. For worse or for better, let your voice be heard.
Yeah.
Stamp on it.
Amen.
Yeah.
That's pretty close.
Get it?
I know
Get
it's
it?
not
Not a metaphor.
Now you can vote as early as the law allows. Avoid the long lines, avoid the crowds, and you won't have to worry about COVID-19. Even better yet, put your ballot in the mail. Don't listen to no politician's tale. But whatever you do, do it without fail. 'Cause the world's made up of all kinds of people, so vote. Don't let the country go to rubble. Take a look at the ballot and fill in the bubbles. Vote. It's really worth the trouble. Let your voice be heard.
Thank you so much, Spook.
Yeah.
So this is an incredible video, and I just want to tell all the folks out there, this is hard to believe, but it's God's honest truth. We did not plan to show this video tonight. We had some technical difficulties, and Spook was planning to perform the song live, and I'm so happy you showed this video, because I think we have just premiered your video. Am I right?
And it all boils down to the solidarity of everybody working together. So thank you all very much.
That's good energy and good trouble, my sister and my brother, at work, live and in action. When community comes together in love for a common cause, these are the types of things that happen. That was so good.
Wow. And just so you, all of you out there, know, the woman who ended that video is Pat LaManna, who's with us tonight. She'll be performing in, I believe, in the second half of the show, and she's actually one of our co-producers. So Pat, that was fabulous. Spook has very good taste to put you in his video, not just once but several times. So that was a great treat.
And I also think she originated that particular verse there at the end. If I'm
Is
not
that right,
mistaken.
Pat?
It's the folk process. She
Yeah.
came up. She, Pete Seeger said to write new verses about the world we live in today, and Pat took an old song and wrote a new verse.
Wow.
And you see in the second half, I did the same thing with a song by Willie Nelson.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's awesome. It's the first time I've ever seen the video, so all the best with the video, Spook, and really appreciate that great contribution tonight. And this is the first of 3 videos we're showing tonight, and it's absolutely spectacular. All the best to you.
Thank you.
Sarah Pirtle is our next guest artist. Is she in the house? Sarah, are you there? I'm looking for
Yes.
Oh, great. Wonderful. Sarah, so good to see you again. Sarah and I are old friends. We met at People's Music Network many, many years ago. Sarah became a lifelong feminist at the age of 19. She has written 5 books on social justice education, including An Outbreak of Peace, and she was awarded Outstanding Book of the Year for World Peace. She's a founding member of the Children's Music Network. She has released 9 recordings. Please give a warm welcome to my sister, Sarah Pirtle, who will be singing her original composition, Sister of Spirit. Take it away, Sarah.
Sure. I have something absolutely amazing to tell you all. In the last 3 minutes, I got a knock on my window. This is an example of solidarity. Monday night, as I was singing, I was talking about my neighbor, the massive heart attack, who was in a coma. His partner just came to the window just a moment ago. And when I announced that Monday, I got phone calls that people were in tears, and he's moving his feet, he's squeezing hands. There's been vigils, there's been all this solidarity of love. So may there be somebody here who knows Al Chapman, this time instead of in tears, just in this joy. So this time of miracles. Wow, I'm shaking from that amazing news, so fresh. So this song goes with Susanna Rich's work. It's for Matilda Jocelyn Gage. She was in the forefront of the suffrage movement. She was born 200 years ago, and she said of herself...
Apologies. Sorry. I'm so sorry to interrupt. Wanted to make sure you got the video on. Great. Do you want to start that again? The introduction. Thank you, Sarah.
Oh, did...
Yeah,
I'm confused, Ben.
It's okay. We hear you. It's just that we didn't have your video for a second. I just wanted everybody to hear the full introduction again.
Okay. So, Matilda Jocelyn Gage. She was in the forefront of the suffrage movement, born 200 years ago. And she said of herself, I was born with a hatred of oppression. In fact, some of the other suffragettes considered her too radical because she thought only working for the vote was too narrow. So in the song, you'll hear a phrase from Gloria Steinem. She was the woman who was ahead of the women who were ahead of their time. And what's amazing about her too is that she had close friends for Haudenosaunee. And you'll hear at the end of the song a Mohawk friend giving her a beautiful name. So I'm seeing that, okay. Ben, we were
Hey,
trying
Sarah.
to avoid this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I see you now.
Friends, we were trying to avoid this. So I think whether to plow ahead and then tell me I'm going to go right into the song.
I say plow ahead, Sarah, because you're sounding great.
Right. Also, if everybody else turns their cameras off, it might help.
I just want to shine your light. I just want to say your name. I just want to bring you back so people hear your voice again. You are the woman who was ahead of the women who were ahead of their time. Tilda Jocelyn Gage, stepping up to the stage. Your eyes were clear and fixed. You were just 26, National Women's Rights Convention. Youngest speaker, strong intention. Every year you dared, you ducked the hate. Your writings spread woman, church, and state. We want to see your life shine. You were the woman who was ahead of the women who were ahead of their time. Here's a different look at the Statue of Liberty. You organized a demonstration at a well-known location. The Statue of Liberty you called the greatest hypocrisy. When the statue was first unveiled, your chartered boat set sail to crash the procession. Your banner spoke this lesson. It's an outrage for a woman to stand for liberty. It's the sarcasm of the century, when not one single woman in the length of this land can protect herself, own property, hold justice in her hand. We just want to shine your light. We just want to say your name. We just want to bring you back so people hear your voice again. I hear you shouting at the edge of the world, and I want you heard. You said the vote is not enough. Forces rose up loud and tough. You spoke for full women's rights to ourselves, our bodies, and our life. You held up a mirror to woman's suppression, called out the church on its own oppression. Unbossed, unbought, and unrefined, in the words of Shirley Chisholm, you were the woman who was ahead of your time. We just want to shine your light. We just want to bring you back and let your words ricochet. No woman may be attacked. I want to have you recognized. I want to look you in the eyes. I hear you shouting at the edge of the world, and we want you heard. Today I wear a mask. It's not made of cloth. It's made of the lies I bought. I want to take it off. Women are still unsafe. Women's rights still can break. People of the world unite. Get back into this fight. You are the woman who was ahead of the women who were ahead of their time. You also spoke for native rights. Native women first shown this light. Mohawk sisters saw you. They gave a name to you. Your name, she who holds the sky. Your name shows your spirit fly, holding us battles yet to come. We hear you shouting at the edge of the world, and you are heard. You are heard. You are a woman who was ahead of the women who were ahead of their time. We stand together in this line.
Thank you, Sarah. That was magnificent. I know you worked very hard on that song, and I appreciate so much you helping to reclaim our history. The woman you have just shared a song about was almost written out of the women's suffrage movement. So any song about Matilda Jocelyn Gage is most appreciated by those of us who know her, the role she played. The pivotal role she played. Matter of fact, a friend of mine, Sally Rosh Wagner, started a museum a few years ago. Some of you may be aware of. It's in Fayetteville, New York, not far from Syracuse, in upstate New York, and it's called the Matilda Jocelyn Gage Museum. So do check it out. It's a wonderful place to visit. Our next performer is another good friend of mine. I haven't seen her in many years. She is Catherine Rhoda. She's joining us from rural Hiram in the state of Maine in traditional Wabanaki territory. Catherine is a singer, song leader, and a multi-instrumentalist playing vintage fretless zithers and more. She serves faith communities, nursing homes, and general audiences with her music and researches and sings songs of visionaries and organizers who went before us, including the abolitionists and the women's suffrage movement. Catherine will be performing a song called Alive, Oh. Catherine, take it away.
Thank you. The song has kind of an interesting history that involves several different women who were involved in the suffrage struggle, particularly with the 1917 Silent Sentinels, the women who picketed in front of the White House and were harassed, arrested, beaten, tortured, went through hell and back for our rights. This song, the tune is a traditional one. You may know it as Molly Malone. One of the women who was arrested for picketing the White House was named Vida Milholland. Her sister had also been very involved in the suffrage movement. Her sister, Inez Mulholland, had, in fact, worked so hard while she was in ill health that she basically died on the campaign trail for women's suffrage. And her younger sister, Vida, who had trained to be an opera singer and was on a trajectory for that career, threw herself into the suffrage struggle. And that became her focus instead of her singing career. But she had a great voice. And when she was arrested and sent to the District of Columbia jail, during her incarceration, she sang a whole lot to keep up the morale of the suffrage activists and all the other people incarcerated in the jail. She sang a number of different songs, and Molly Malone was one of them, with its traditional lyrics. And another activist from the Silent Sentinels named Beulah Amadon, who originally came from North Dakota, set freedom words to it. And it was a very well-known song in suffrage circles back in 1917 and until we won the right to vote. Their eyes to the eastward, their hearts high with vision. The women have toiled through the dusk of delay. The brave banners blowing, undaunted and singing for justice, for freedom, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, for justice, for freedom, alive, alive, oh. Awake to the dawning, we conquer, we conquer. The sky is ablaze with the fire of our day. The morning has risen in triumph, we hail it. For justice, for freedom, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, for justice, for freedom, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, for justice, for freedom, alive, alive, oh.
Wow. So much passion there, Sharp. Great performance, Catherine.
Absolutely beautiful. I've always loved Molly Malone, and I've never heard that, Catherine. If I'm not mistaken, Catherine, you have several recordings on women's suffrage songs. Is that not true?
That is actually not true. I don't have any recordings of them, but
maybe some.
I do have recordings, but haven't done that project yet.
Okay. Well, that is magnificent. I love the background information. It really helped me to visualize how music can get us through the toughest times, and that was really memorable. Thank you so much for sharing that with us tonight, Catherine. It's wonderful seeing you again. And I hope it's. I'm going to say this to all our performers. This performing in cyberspace is quite extraordinary, and I'm grateful for it. But I do miss all of you, seeing you in person at the gathering. So let's hope that's going to be happening very soon. Speaking of gatherings, I met the next. Actually, Sai Khan is our next performer. He is someone I've never met in person, only online, and I'm just so thankful to have him sharing a song with us tonight. Sai is in his 55th year as a civil rights union and community organizer, songwriter, playwright, author, and musician. Most recently, Sai founded Folk Vote, which I hope he will tell us a little bit about tonight, our co-sponsoring organization. He is one of the producers of this evening's concert, and Sai's most recent video, which I had the honor to hear at Swap, is called Yo Semites, which is currently climbing up the folk charts. So please welcome Khan performing his song, I Have Seen Freedom. Sai.
So sisters and brothers, the first time I ever knocked on a door to ask someone to register to vote was in the summer of 1965 in Forest City, Arkansas, in the Mississippi River Delta on the Arkansas side. Forest City was named for the Confederate cavalry leader and slaveholder, General Nathan Bedford Forrest, the first Grand Wizard of the Ku Klux Klan. I was working with SNCC, the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, the young people's wing of the Southern Civil Rights Movement that believed in living and working among the people. This song is my memories of that time. I read in the paper, I watched on the show. They said that it happened a long time ago. The years had gone by, I just didn't know. Working for freedom now. The songs that we sang still ring in my ears. The hope and the glory, the pain and the fears. I just can't believe it's been 55 years working for freedom now. Been a long time, but I keep on trying, for I know where I am bound. Been a hard road, but I don't mind dying. I have seen freedom. Sometimes we stumble, sometimes we fall, sometimes we stand with our backs to the wall. This road will humble the proudest of all, working for freedom now. Though the road up ahead may stretch out far and long, we must always remember the roads that we've gone. Memory will help us to keep it on, working for freedom now. Been a long time, but I keep on trying, for I know where I am bound. Been a hard road, but I don't mind dying. I have seen freedom. Those who have fallen and given their last have passed on to us what remains of their task, to fight for the future and pray for the past, working for freedom now. The sound of their laughter, the step of their feet, the voice of their pain that cries out in our sleep, will be judged in the end by the faith that we keep working for freedom now. Been a long time, but I keep on trying, for I know where I am bound. Been a hard road, but I don't mind dying. I have seen freedom. The wind in the winter is bitter and chill. The cries of the hunted are heard on the hill. I just can't believe there's such suffering still, working for freedom now. The wind blows the summer from fields far away. We stand in the dust in the heat of the day. Our heart stops so still that there's nothing to say. Working for freedom now. Been a long time, but I keep on trying, for I know where I am bound. Been a hard road, but I don't mind dying. I have seen freedom.
Oh, sigh. Oh, how moving. I'm speechless. That was so beautiful, Sigh.
Thank you.
Just so moving, my brother.
Sai, that was very, very special song, and it really touched many hearts, including my own. I just wanted to let you know that I just found out something about you that I did not know. Is it true that you were the first artist in residence for People's Music Network back in 2012? Yes?
Yes, now I'm muting again.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry I missed that. I wasn't at that gathering that year. I'm so sorry I missed that. That must have been quite a special experience for many of the artists to have you as their mentor that year. So I'm just really thankful you're here, and I know we'll hear a little bit more from you. Actually, just as a little preview, Cy wrote a song that is actually the most moving song I've heard in a very long time, called 1920, which chronicles the year 100 years ago that women were won the vote with the 19th Amendment. And so we're going to have Cy introduce that video, which he actually was one of the composers of that song with Sarah Thomas. I believe her name is, let me just get her name right before I before I go on to our next performer. The video is by Sarah Lynch Thomason. And so stay tuned for that at the beginning of part 2. Our next performer tonight is actually the first person I ever spoke to at a People's Music Network gathering. I might have mentioned earlier, he's a founding member of People's Music Network with Pete Seeger and others. Charlie King is a musical storyteller and a political satirist. He has been at the heart of American folk music for over half a century. He first voted in 1968, and everyone he voted for lost. Yet, Charlie King persists. Welcome, Charlie, who will perform his song, 3 Faces in a Row. Take it away, Charlie.
Thank you, Sharleen. And thank you, Cy, for bringing us back to those years of the struggle for the right to vote. It was those years became very close to me in April of 2013 when I went to the 50th anniversary March for Freedom in Washington. And one of the keynote speakers was Al Sharpton. And many speakers before him had spoken about how 50 years ago they had struggled and risked their lives and their freedom for the right to vote. And now politicians, for their own purposes, were trying to repress the vote, trying to deny people the right to vote. And there was a lot of emotion that day about losing the right to vote. And Al Sharpton finished the day, and he said, we're on our way to North Carolina. We're on our way to Texas. We're on our way to Florida. And when they ask us for our voter ID, take out a photo of Medgar Evers. Take out a photo of Goodman, Cheney, and Schwerner. Take out a photo of Viola Liuzzo. They gave their lives so we could vote. Look at this photo. It gives you the idea of who we are. So I came home that night, a long bus ride back from Washington, and I made myself a voter ID card. I don't know if you can see it. And I carry that in my wallet everywhere that I go. Here in Massachusetts, they don't require a voter ID, but if they do, I'm ready for them. And then I sat down and I wrote this song. Don't tell me you don't know me. I voted here before. Since Truman snuck past Dewey, I've been walking through that door, and now you want to see my ID. Well, I've got one to show. I've carried it for 50 years, 3 faces in a row. The first is Andrew Goodman, James Cheney to his right. The third is Michael Schwerner, and they brought me here tonight. They gave their lives so I could vote. They were murdered by the Klan. Look at this picture, then you'll know exactly who I am. Back then, it was the poll tax or the old grandfather clause. But now you're getting cagey with your voter ID laws. You talk about election fraud. Let's talk about Jim Crow. And don't talk to me. You talk to these 3 faces in a row. You tell of law and order. Why don't you tell the truth? That there's nothing that you wouldn't do to keep me from that booth. Your law degree may hinder me, but this one thing I know, I'm not alone. My right to vote was paid for long ago, and the price was high. The lives of these 3 faces in a row. Thanks.
Charlie, you've actually, given me a inspiration to share some notes I was just making that I was going to share later, but I'm going to make a couple of comments now. We've just lived through the gutting of the Civil Rights Act of 1965, extreme gerrymandering, and extreme voter suppression. And I think your song is extremely relevant and important to where we are right now. And we've got a lot of bad trouble out there to counteract. Thank you so much, Charlie, for sharing that.
Thanks.
I remember Matt Jones used to, I don't know how many of you remember Matt, but he was a great civil rights activist, arrested 39 times in the South, and started a coffee house called the Open House Coffee House, where I used to often attend his Martin Luther King tributes every January. And one of the regular guests on the Upper West Side of Manhattan in New York City was the mother of one of those civil rights activists who was murdered, and she came every year to Matt Jones's tribute. The next performer is Hallie Hammer, an award-winning singer-songwriter who has worked for social justice for decades. Days of My Life is the title of her brand new CD, actually released this week. Congratulations, Hallie.
Thanks a lot.
You're welcome. She's holding it up. All right.
Yeah, we manage one about every 5 years.
Yeah, this is my partner, Randy Burge, who will be playing with me, and
We're out in Berkeley, California.
where the skies are not smoky today.
Hallie has produced several videos during this pandemic, now available on YouTube, and she will be performing her original composition, Votin' USA. Take it away, Hallie.
Okay, and I did not write the melody for this. This is from Surfin' USA and Chuck Berry's Sweet Little 16. So we'll have a little rock and roll now. So hit it, Randy.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3.
If everybody was voting across the USA, then everybody'd be using their voice to have a say. You'll see us casting our ballots in person or by mail. We're fighting voter suppression. We can't afford to fail. All kinds of organizations with one goal in mind, to have a fair election, no voter left behind. We've got a plan for November, the choice is oh so clear. Make sure everyone's voting, election crunch is here. Some are writing postcards while others check the rolls to make sure all are registered before they hit the polls. Fighting polling place closures, each vote must be insured against foreign tampering and trumped-up postal fraud. Swing left, vote forward, and double ACP. Election protection and the DNC. All heroes are helping and indivisible groups. All along the way. The Reclaim Our Vote campaign. We're sending out the troops. It's coming up real soon. Walking precincts, phone banking, the moment's opportune. All over the country, the message spreads today. Everybody is voting, voting USA. We're working 24/7. We're gonna turn things blue. All across the U.S. Stacey Abrams with Fair Fight. The cast of Hamilton too. All across the U.S. All states in the union. All ages have their say. All along the way. Everybody is voting, voting USA. Everybody is voting, voting USA.
I like that voting, voting USA. just say. That's all right, Holly. I like that.
How
Very nice.
that? Whoa! Thank you, folk rocking the cybersphere. That was my little phrase for the commercial we did a couple days ago. Now you actually brought it into reality. That was really folk rocking the cybersphere. Thank you so much, guys. Both of you are amazing. And I believe there's a video out and several on YouTube. So, and good luck with the new CD. How exciting that is. I want to introduce to you someone very special who I met over the summer when PMN was good enough to sponsor a project Pat Lamana and I got off the ground, which was the celebration of the anniversary of the first Women's Rights Convention in the year of our centennial of the 19th Amendment actually being achieved after 72 years of struggle. And for that special concert, I asked Jen Dog Lone Wolf, someone I met at PMN about a year ago, to consider writing a song based on a song that Pat and I often perform. The song is by Walter Robinson, and it's called Harriet Tubman. And she agreed, and now she is going to share that composition with us tonight. Jen Dog is a Brooklyn sister. She is a two-spirit Black Native hip-hop lyricist and cultural worker from Bushwick, Brooklyn. She challenges stereotypes and issues at the intersections of race, class, gender, and sexuality. Jen Dog has shared stages with Harry Belafonte, Nile Rodgers, Desmond Tutu, and Joan Baez, someone I grew up with, listening to at least. Jen Dog will be performing a composition she wrote for the Centennial Women's Suffrage, and it's my pleasure to introduce her performing a hip-hop version of Harriet Tubman, a woman who knew how to get into good trouble. Jen Dog, take it away.
All right. Hey, everybody. Blessings and greetings. Hope everyone's doing well. If you're not doing well, I hope you get better, feel better, do better. And thank you, Hallie and Randy. And everyone is voting, because even I'm going to vote. And I'm going to be transparent. I don't believe in the presidential vote, but I am going to vote. So yes, everyone is voting. And if I can do it, everybody out there should do it, which I do think everyone's going to go. But yeah, and thank you, Shar. And thank you for encouraging me or inviting me to write this song. To remix Walter Robinson's song. So and I added some samples into it. The beat I chose is by Jemsky Chan, my producer friend in London. And the samples are Cynthia Erivo, I think I said her name correctly, who starred as Harriet Tubman and also sang the sample that I put in the Oscars. So yeah, here we go. I built this lifeline.
Sorry, my mistake. That was my mistake. I didn't let you share your screen, but now you can.
Oh,
I just fixed it. My bad.
No, it's all good. Great to hear your voice from out there. All right, here we go. Come on up. I built this lifeline.
One more time. Let's go through that. Sorry,
Yeah,
we didn't get the screen share yet. We're getting Jen Dog Lone Wolf's audio from the computer through the share screen button. So just go through that one more time.
Oh wait, you know what? That's my bad. I think I did not. Did I not do that? I think I didn't do it correctly.
Yeah, it's the advanced tab. Oh, you got it. It's going now.
Is that it? It's going? Okay.
It's going now.
Sorry, everybody.
All good.
We were just testing to make sure y'all were listening. It's good? Come on.
Oh yeah,
I
that's
built
good.
This lifeline. On the come up. This train is yours and mine. We on the come up. I got the lifeline. Come on up. This train is with you and mine. Harriet Tubman named herself for show. She put the pedal to the metal, Underground Railroad. She built a lifeline. She built a lifeline. Kindred, one night I dreamt a nightmare I was in slavery. Hold on. That is the wrong one, y'all. So sorry.
No apologies, my sister.
Well, just to see here.
Just
sorry
testing.
about that.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
I was just testing.
You woke us up. We'd here.
Me too.
Okay. Beautiful, beautiful.
Here we go. Show beat. All right. Come on up. I built this lifeline. On the come up. This train is yours and mine. We on the come up. I got the lifeline. Come on up. This train is with you and mine. Harriet Tubman. She named herself to show. Put the pedal to the metal. Underground Railroad. She built a lifeline. She built a lifeline. Kindred, one night I dreamt a nightmare I was in slavery. Sorrow and despair, all I saw, nothing was saving me or easing my mind. When out of the night, a true queen, larger than life, led a crew by moonlight. First mate, she hollered, pointing her hand. Everybody make room for this free African. We travel thousands of miles, souls gathered town to town. We unbound and set free those who were lost and found. Come on up, I built this lifeline. On the come up, this train is yours and mine. We on the come up. I got the lifeline. Come on up, this train is with you and mine. Harriet Tubman named herself for show. Put the pedal to the metal. Underground Railroad. She built a lifeline. She built a lifeline. Firmly on shifting sand, she helped me stand when I fell by the wayside and I didn't know how to land. When my heart grew weak, she gave me a hand. That was my lifeline. Through her, I speak. Harriet Tubman. Harriet Tubman. Harriet Tubman. Come on up, I built this lifeline. On the come up, this train is yours and mine. We on the come up. I got the lifeline. Come on up, this train is with you and mine. Harriet Tubman named herself to show. Put the pedal to the metal. Underground Railroad. She built the lifeline. She built the lifeline. Who are the children all dressed in red? We are the souls Black Moses led. Who are the souls all dressed in red? We are the children Black Moses led. I go to prepare a place for you. I go to prepare a place for you. I go to prepare a place for you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jen Dog. I can't tell you how much that song moves me. It's really an amazing time we're living in. I finally got to see Harriet Tubman's story on the big screen right before this pandemic hit. It was just amazing to me. For years and years, I always said, we need a major motion picture. We need the story out there, and we've only begun to really share her story. There's so much more to the story of this great woman. So thank you for adding to that.
Jen Dog, bright light.
That
That's
campaign.
Just amazing, sister. Just
Thank
bright
y'all.
light. Yes,
Thank
my
y'all
sister.
very much.
And when
Thank
you go to red,
wow.
Heartbeat.
I used to be a stagehand. I used to do lighting, sound,
I see it. It's all over you, sister. That was fantastic. Thank you so much.
Who are these children dressed in red? Must be the ones that Moses led. Well, I just wanted to say, Jen Dog, you just presented a grand finale to part one, and before I introduce our my co-host Lynn Marie to take the reins for part 2. I'm going to just mention that I unfortunately added the information I want to share with you twice because I didn't see it come up right away. So forgive me for that. But better twice than not at all. The information I have shared on the chat, which you can cut and paste and feel free to share with your contacts. The League of Women Voters, to me, one of the most trusted organizations in this country when it comes to information on voting, was actually founded in 1920 by Carrie Chapman Catt and other suffragists after the 19th Amendment was passed. It's one thing to pass an amendment giving women the right to vote. It's another thing to get women to vote and get all of us to vote, which we're still dealing with that issue right now. There's so many people that still don't vote. And Jen Dog, I appreciated you making that comment and revealing to us that you did not really vote for your own reasons, and now you are voting. So if Jen Dog can vote, that's an important milestone right there.
Presidentially, I don't believe in it, but everything else, yeah.
Well, we're living in unprecedented presidential times, for sure. For 100 years, the League of Women Voters has been helping us with keeping our leaders in check, providing us with essential information. They can help you find your polling place, check your registration to see if you are still registered, because a lot of bad actors are actually pulling people off the rolls right and left all throughout the country. And you can go to the following website, www.vote411.org. And for problems on Election Day, there's a telephone number for those of us who do want to vote in person, because that is still happening. Many of us are voting by mail. I have already voted. Many of us have already voted. But for those of us who are planning to vote on Election Day, there's a phone number, 1-866-OUR-VOTE, which is in the chat. And I would just like to say that it's been just such a fantastic experience being your co-host. And I do want to say thank you to all of you, all the performers who have just shared their wonderful gifts with us tonight. And we have someone coming in to fill my shoes here, who happens to be known as I want to get this right, okay? The diva from Motown. Okay? All right. Lynn Marie Smith is a foot soldier on the front lines for justice, known by some of her friends as the diva from Motown. She's a union organizer, an activist, a labor educator, and singer-songwriter. And most recently, a phenomenal videographer. Sisters and brothers, I introduce to you your host for the rest of the evening, Lynn Marie Smith.
Thank you. I'm so honored to be here. What an amazing first half. I know I hear you all clapping and dancing around, and what a wonderful job my co-host, my sister, my new friend, Shar, sister, fantastic job, and I'm sure you're going to be co-hosting along with me on the second half, because we're looking for it to be just as phenomenal as the first half. So I'm proud to be here. Our first performer is Sarah Lynch Thomason. She's a ballad singer, songwriter, folklorist, a documentarian, and illustrator from Asheville, North Carolina. Her passion for traditional music, people's struggles, and Appalachian tradition calls her to perform, teach, and produce media that tell the stories and songs of America's social history. She could not be with us to perform in person tonight, but she sent us a special video performance of her piece, 1920, which is an original song about women's suffrage. Sarah wrote with Cy Khan and Sam Cleaves. I'd like to introduce the incomparable Cy Khan to introduce our sister's video. Cy?
Thank you so much, Libby. I think it's interesting to be incomparable. I have to think about that.
You are. You're amazing.
Well, look who's talking. Takes one to know one. So, Sarah Lynch Thomason, and Sam Gleaves have just come out with an album called I Have Known Women, and it's songs by Cy Khan, whoever he is, celebrating women's lives and struggle. And I think there are many things that are very important about this album. One is that all of the artists on it are young white Southerners. When I was in the civil rights movement, the young white Southerners were hard on everyone. And there has been a sea change, not with everyone, but with many people. We now have anti-racist white Southerners, people who were born and raised in the deep South and the mountain South. So Sarah is from, as Lynn Maurice says, she's from Asheville. Sam Gleaves was raised in Wytheville, Virginia. He now lives in Berea, Kentucky, where he conducts the bluegrass band at Berea College, one of the first colleges in the country to admit both African American and white students. Hazy Chacho on bass is from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and Liam Purcell is from Deep Gap, North Carolina, Doc Watson's hometown. He's 18 years old. You'll see that most of the rest of the band is not much older, and I think this is the great hope for all of us who are older than they are. The fact that there are artists as young as 16 and 17 and 18 who are political, who are passionate, and who are fabulous musicians, this gives me hope for the future. So here's Sarah Lynch Thomason with the band.
Make sure you guys are muted. All right.
Have you seen a long, long line as women stand and wait to vote? They've been waiting for a long, long time, but now the year is 1920. The last petition, the final prayer, the signs and banners stored away. One last cheer lingers in the air. It echoes down to us today. Since they stood tall and signed their names, 100 years have come and gone. So much has changed, so much remains. We go on, we still go on. The last march ended, one last song shared. The vote for women finally passed. The Constitution now repaired. Suffrage is the law at last. Through years of beatings, torture, jail, they stood their ground. They claimed their rights. They did not yield to scorn and fear. The lamp they lifted still burns bright. Since they stood tall and signed their names, 100 years have come and gone. So much has changed, so much remains. We go on, we still go on. Give thanks to those who showed the way. In their history you will find how fierce love and stubborn strength can help us through the hardest times. Hold their courage in your hearts. Sisters, workers, children, friends, we know the vote was just a start. Keep the faith as they did then, since they stood tall and signed their names. 100 years have come and gone. So much has changed, so much remains. We go on, we still go on. We go on, we still go on. Did you see that long, long line? Young women laughing, filled with pride. They're about to vote for the very first time, like in the year of 1920.
Wow. Chilling that the hairs are standing up on the back of my neck. That was phenomenal.
Oh my God.
That was phenomenal. Wow. Thank you so much. Yes. See how fortunate you are to be here with us tonight. All these phenomenal acts. I mean, Gin Dog, Lone Wolf, and Charlie King, and that amazing performance. And now I have the pleasure of introducing my co-host, Sharleen Leahey, affectionately known as Shar. As a singer-songwriter, she's a peace activist and producer. And for the past 3 years, she's been performing songs to celebrate women's history as a member of the Historians. Her new CD, For the 99, is a collection of original songs deconstructing racism, inequality, militarism, and mad rulers with feminist passion, optimism, and love. She will be performing her original composition, the women's suffrage song, chronicling 72 years of struggle American women waged for the vote. Take it away, Sharleen.
Thank you, Lynn. It's an honor to hear you read my bio in your inimitable way. The song was first written after visiting the women's, the site of the women's. That's one of my cats who I've not been fortunate enough to herd. Anyway, I am gonna just get right into the song with very, very little explanation. It's a long story, but women actually was struggling for 72 years before the 19th Amendment was passed in 1920. And it all began at a World Anti-Slavery Convention attended by Lucretia Mott, who was denied the right to speak because she was a woman. And she was a preacher and a leader in Nantucket, Massachusetts. And she was humiliated and horrified by the experience. And as fate would have it, Elizabeth Cady Stanton was at the conference with her husband on her honeymoon, and the two women became friends and decided something needs to be done when anti-slavery activist men are denying women the right to even speak. So this is the beginning of the long struggle. Lucretia Mott sailed the sea to speak out against slavery, but a rule of silence shut her down. Your voice cannot be allowed, said the all-male convention crowd. This is a public place, and a woman can't utter a sound. Their hypocrisy, so absurd as they wrap themselves in freedom's words, while holding the chains of male domination. With Elizabeth Stanton at her side, Lucretia vowed to turn the tide, and together they planted the seeds of a revolution. Through chilly winds
winds and the darkest nights, they held on like geese in flight for their sister's sake, preparing to fight. In a little town near Seneca Falls in rural upstate New York, Elizabeth and Lucretia called a meeting. 5 women in a circle, having tea, yearning for equality. A women's rights convention they decided they would be needing. 1848, in the heat of July, women and girls came from far and wide, daring to confront their state of subjugation. Elizabeth Stanton had taken the floor. For the right to vote she did implore, but the hall erupted with protests and confusion. From the back of the room, Frederick Douglass rose. At the sound of his voice, everybody froze, wrapped in his eloquence and conviction. As a former slave, I beg you not to ignore. Suffrage is the root of all our law, and the words they spoke would echo for generations. And through chilly winds and the darkest nights, they held on like geese in flight for their sister's sake, getting ready to fight. Brave leaders emerged to advance the cause. Truth, Gage, Alice Paul, hungering in prison to amend the Constitution. After 72 years of struggle and pain, with the 19th Amendment we overcame. In August 1920 we marched in jubilation. Now all these years later we've made many gains, but the patriarchy still remains in a constant state of war with all creation. Rising from the seeds our foremothers sowed, millions of women are coming to know that the fate of Mother Earth depends on our mobilization. And through chilly winds and the darkest nights, we'll hold on like geese in flight for Mother Earth. We've got to fight. And through chilly winds and the darkest nights, we'll hold on like geese in flight for all our sakes. We've got to fight. We've got to fight. We've got to fight. We've got to fight.
Ooh, Shar, I'm about to run around the block. You've got me so pumped up. I'm ready to get out of the chair and run around the block and sign some people up to vote and get, oh, that was woo. These 100 years 1920, that number is so significant for a variety of reasons. I just celebrated my grandmother, who is with me, 100th year birthday. She was born in 1920. And just to think, as a person of color, she wasn't able to vote until 1965. But we keep going. We keep pressing on. That's why voting is so, so important. Great job, my sister. And this next act is going to speak to Uncle Sam. Get ready for Sparky and Rhonda Rucker. They've performed at the Kennedy Center and the Smithsonian Folklife Festival, as well as NPR's On Point, Prairie Home Companion, which is one of my favorite shows, Mountain Stage, and Morning Edition. Their recording Treasures and Tears was nominated for a W.C. Handy Award, and their music is also included on the Grammy-nominated anthology Singing Through the Hard Times. Let's give it up for Sparky and Rhonda, who will perform Uncle Sam's Daughter. Take it away, guys.
Thank you.
It's a real pleasure being here with so many
in our August company of musicians. So much of me wants to smile because I am one of these glass half full people, but the glass seems to be getting very little in it these days. I think it has to do with the fact that we are a nation that's in the process of trying to become what we claim to be. And it is up to you and me to make this happen. So many brave martyrs who died to give us the rights that we currently have that are in threat because of the makeup of the Supreme Court. Be vigilant, my brothers and sisters, and vote.
This song comes from the women's suffrage movement. It didn't have the soundtrack that the civil rights movement had, to put it mildly. But I doctored this one up a little bit. But, the 19th Amendment was passed by Congress, but then that's not the end of the story. That was 1919. Then it had to go out to all the states to be ratified. It's really difficult to get an amendment passed. And it all came down, it went month after month after month. In August of 1920, came down to one state, our state, Tennessee. In fact, not too far from where we live in East Tennessee, down in McMinn County.
Where my ancestors came.
Right. There was a man named Harry Byrne. And they'd already had one vote, and it was a tie. And they needed one more vote. They didn't know where they were going to get it. And, and they kept trying to drum up a vote, trying to find one somewhere. And then the day came where they were going to have another vote. And Harry Byrne, he'd been solidly against women's suffrage. But he showed up at the Capitol building that day with a note from his mother urging him to vote for the amendment. And in the end, he did. And of course, after that, and the whole thing passed, and it passed the nation, and now women could vote and everything. All the journalists crowded around, and they asked him, what changed your mind? And he told them about the letter that he had gotten from his mother. And he said, a mother's advice is always safest to follow. Well, I'm a mother. And my advice is to vote. Let us rouse the nation, let our words all hearts inspire. Till tardy legislation grants us all we may desire. Proclaim the truth both day and night, deny it if you can. That every woman has the right to vote as well as men. Come along. Speak right and sing. Come and join the chorus. Let the echoes ring. Keep the music rising with a swell on every note. Till Uncle Sam is wise enough to give us all a vote. Our cause has fought its way despite the shafts of ridicule. And he who fights for women's rights no longer is called a fool. School suffrage has been meted out in states both east and west. And by persistent work it out will manage all the rest. Come along, speak right and sing. Come and join the chorus, let the echoes ring. Keep the music rising with a swell on every note. Till Uncle Sam is wise enough to give us all a vote. Come along, speak right and sing. Back to you, Diva.
Amazing. Back to the diva. I'm punting it back. That was fantastic. Sparky and Rhonda Rucker. I hear the applause. You know, yes, this Zoom, as I said, this Zoom I'm falling in love with it more and more and more because of wonderful, wonderful performances and that are touching me like that. Thank you for the inspiration. Wow. What a night of talent. I hope you're enjoying this as much as I am. Our next performer, Gary Allard, is a soulful contemporary singer-songwriter. He continues to build his unique sound by extracting inspiration from a plethora of genres. He composes his lyrics from his own personal and social experience. Gary will be performing his original song, Gun Laws, Vote or Die.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you guys for just putting this together. You guys are so amazing and so wonderful. And thank you guys for all those who past performers. You guys were so amazing. When I was invited to do this, I was thinking in my head, I was like, what song am I gonna do? What song am I gonna say here? And what do I have to communicate? And my mind went back to my day job, and I was sitting there on break having a conversation with some people, and they were debating back and forth, and they told me they don't vote. And literally in my job next door, there was like 50 people on ventilators, you know, and some dying. And they weren't connecting the ramifications of not voting. And there is so many things that like is connected for not voting, like, you know, immigration, death penalty. If you don't vote, some people will die. Environmental issues. If you don't vote, some people will die. Child separation. If you're not voting, some people will die. Police brutalities. If you're not voting, some people will die. Also gun laws, which is a song that I wrote. If you don't vote, some people will die. So this is my song, Gun Laws, Vote or Die version, actually. My brother hit the floor and started crying. His lover shot down on the street. So much blood, he died there.
Gary Allard. Gary is so moving.
Thank you, thank you. So
You know,
amazing.
I've got a 23-year-old nephew, and I worry about him every time he walks out the door. Sweet kid. We've got to rewrite, we've got to rewrite and work on the laws where they protect and serve us all in this great nation. We want to live up to those ideals. Thank you so much, Gary.
Thank you.
And now, the next outstanding. The hits just keep coming. They just keep coming and they keep coming. Talent about. Lydia Adams Davis is a singer, songwriter, guitarist, and educator dedicated to women's history. She has appeared as Abigail Adams, Susan B. Anthony, and in recent years has performed in museums, historical societies, and libraries as a member of the singing group, The Historians. Lydia is the producer of 2 concert series, Women's Work and Sisters in Song, based in Beacon, New York, mentored by Pete Seeger. Take it away,
Long
Lydia.
ago,
You go.
I thought I would be an actress. And in theater, I did play parts that were so convenient to run right into Abigail Adams, Susan B. But my heart was in betterment, fulfillment, cleaning up our world. And fortunately, by meeting Pete Seeger, I changed from an actress, career-wise, to a folk singer, career-wise. And of course, I got to raise a beautiful daughter on my own in New York City and teach wonderful children in New York City. But before I got to any of that, before I even knew I was going to be a single mom in New York, facing all the struggles that so many people did 100 and 200 years ago, I found out that all I had to do was just relax and accept my fate and share my joy and gratitude. That's taken a lifetime to learn. But fortunately, I met Pete Seeger one sunny day. He was giving a concert up in Lenox, MA. He said he would sing, and I could sing along. But I didn't yet know any of the songs. So my best friend in theater was this writer named James Parnell Hall. Yeah, and his parents were teachers, and they were radicals. I'd only been a very conservative little girl in Cornwall, New York, and even my best prep school had opened my mind, but I hadn't heard things like this. So here was the first Pete Seeger song I ever heard, which on his broadside in like 1961, before I talk anymore and use up all my time, I will sing it. Except I'm coughing. Hold on one second. It's real though. Oh, the 60 elections come and gone, and I think you ought to note, in the South they found a better way to have a fair vote. Each voter must be literate, pass a literacy test, and I think that you will clearly see this method is the best. Think that you will clearly see this method is the best. Well, so the gentleman saunters in. They ask, what's 2 and 2? He hesitates and then says 4. And they say, okay for you. You're obviously literate. You pass the literacy test. Your knowledge is the best. test. Now go and send the next man in to taste this literacy test. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Well, the colored man comes shyly in, and he nervously sits down. They tell him to stand up, and they really go to town. Now tell us in 10 seconds, what's the square root of 73? He failed that test and then proved his illiteracy. His illiteracy. Sounds like today, don't it? Well, the system was quite excellent. It had one tiny slip. The governor came in to vote. He'd been on a trip. He'd been to Honolulu. He had a deep suntan. Well, he failed that test, and I've never seen a more disgusted man. Whoa, the 60 elections come and gone, and I think you ought to note, in the South they found a better way to have a fairer vote. Each voter must be literate and pass a literacy test, and I think that you will clearly see this method is the best.
Wow.
Thank you, everybody.
Yes, thank you, Lydia. Right, that's right up there with the poll taxes and the jelly beans. How many jelly beans in the jar? Fantastic, sister. Thank you for your contribution.
Yay.
Yay. And now, one of our co-producers, I've had the pleasure of working and getting to know her in the last few days, our sister, Pat LaManna. You're right here, sister. Pat is an award-winning singer-songwriter and a folk singer based in New York City's mid-Hudson Valley. And over the past 4 years, she's performed a show called Songs and Stories to Celebrate Women's Suffrage with Lydia Adams Davis, who we just heard perform, and more recently with Sharleen Leahey as a member of the Historians. Please welcome Pat performing Vote 'Em Out.
Thank you, Lynn. It's been such a pleasure getting to know you. And Lydia, I love that song. I had forgotten all about it. I had it on that wonderful record, and it's great to hear it again. So this is a song that Willie Nelson wrote the first 2 verses of. He put it on YouTube 2 years ago, and he invited people to sing it and to write verses if they like. And you already know from Spook Handy's video that I like adding final verses to other people's songs. So that's what I did with this one. So the first 2 verses are Willie Nelson's, the last 2 verses are mine, and Richard Maddox is here to show you when you can join in. So Vote 'Em Out by Willie Nelson, co-write with Pat LaManna. If you don't like who's in there, vote 'em out. That's what election day is all about. And the biggest gun we got is called the ballot box. And if you don't like who's in there, vote 'em out. Here it goes. Vote 'em out.
Vote 'em out.
Vote 'em out.
Vote 'em out.
And when they're gone, we'll sing and dance and shout. And we'll bring some new ones in, and we'll start the show again. And if you don't like who's in there, vote 'em out. If it's a bunch of clowns you voted in, well, election day is coming round again. And if you don't like it now, you can change it anyhow. And if you don't like who's in there, vote 'em out. Vote 'em out.
Vote 'em out.
Vote 'em out.
Vote 'em out.
And when they're gone, we'll sing and dance and shout. And we'll bring some new ones in, and we'll start the show again. And if you don't like who's in there, vote 'em out. Now if you like the way that it has been, well then you have to vote to keep 'em in. If some upstart comes along, send 'em back where they belong. But if you don't like who's in there, vote 'em out. Vote 'em out.
Vote 'em out.
Vote 'em out.
Vote 'em out.
And when they're gone, we'll sing and dance and shout. And we'll bring some new ones in, and we'll start the show again. And if you don't like who's in there, vote 'em out. Now you might ask, what difference does it make? But if you do, you're making a mistake. If you think voting is a chore, just remember Bush v. Gore.
Oh, yeah.
And if you don't like who's in there, vote 'em out. Vote 'em out. Vote 'em out. And when they're gone, we'll sing and dance and shout. And we'll bring some new ones in, and we'll start the show again. And if you don't like who's in there, vote 'em out. One more time, vote 'em out. Vote 'em out. That's what election day is all about. And the biggest gun we got is called the ballot box. And if you don't like who's in there, vote 'em out. If you don't like who's in there, vote 'em out. Richard Maddox, everybody.
Hey,
Have
Richard.
money.
Need I say more? Vote 'em out. If you don't like it, vote 'em out. Vote some new in. Next performer is for 17 years, John Dillon.
Oh, go ahead and unmute yourself if you would. Thank you.
Thank you, Ben. As I said, if you don't like them, vote them out. For 17 years, John Dillon and his wife, Vivian Nesbitt, have hosted and produced the syndicated show Art of the Song, which is heard on public radio across North America. John is the music director and guitarist for the touring production of Cy Khan's musical, Mother Jones in Heaven. In 2020, he has turned his focus to writing political songs and has recently released an EP entitled Save Our Democracy. Let's welcome John, who will be performing his original song, A Perfect Storm.
Thank you so much. And I want to thank Cy Khan for inviting me to come here and perform. This is really exciting. And I decided to bring along my virtual choir. It's called the Virtual Choir of Resistance, and it features folk luminaries like Dan Navarro, Steve Gillette, Cindy Mangson, Joe Jenks, Tret Fury, Kathy Fink, Dan Bowling, and Annie and Rod Capps, among others. So I thought I would play along with this track so that they could all come along. And there's a great chorus at the end that you can all sing along on. Interesting times, our world is torn. You might want to call it a perfect storm, but is it gonna end our civilization, or is it a chance to heal our nation? The choice is ours, the choice is now. Vote with our feet, vote with our words, save our democracy. Vote November 3rd. COVID-19, shelter in place, gave us a break from the daily rat race. Workers and students in lockdown, trying to make sense of the world around. What can we do? What can we say? Vote with our feet, take to the streets, vote with our words, save our democracy. Vote November 3rd. Racial injustice, black fatalities, smartphones laid bare, police brutality, people in the streets, no justice, no peace, all colors and ages. Some good police, us are taking a knee in solidarity. Vote with our feet, vote with our words, fight for equality, vote November 3rd. President's actions we can't condone. Flashbangs and rubber bullets against our own peaceful protesters. Tears were shed, all for a photo op where the bookies never read, dividing us, not uniting us. Vote with our feet, take to the streets. Vote with our words, song we heard. Save our democracy, vote November 3rd. With our feet, take to the streets. Vote with our words, let our song be heard. Save our democracy, vote November 3rd. For equality, vote November 3rd. Our democracy, vote November 3rd. And you don't have to wait till November 3rd. If you live in a state with early voting, get out there and vote as soon as you can. And if you're interested in a free download of this EP with songs to get out the vote, at singtruth.org. Singtruth.org, and it's free.
Thank you, John. Our next I'm sorry, Shar?
Say, I just thought that was such a great song, John. If you want to put that link in the chat, feel
sure.
it would be wonderful to everyone. Thank you. Very generous of you. I know I'm going to take advantage of that offer.
So will I, sister. So will I.
Thank you. Thank you.
Tom Smith, our next performer, award-winning songwriter, is working on an album right now of new and traditional songs entitled Songs for Children and Their Grown-Ups. And it's going to be released January 1st. Sisters and brothers, please show your love and give a warm welcome to Tom Smith performing his original song, Talkin' Election.
Thank you. It's an honor to be in this great group of musicians. What an inspiring evening. I think we're going to be okay. So I wrote this song thinking about what Woody might say if he were still with us today. Here we go again, another election year. Politicians are on a tear. Some are pulling me to go out and vote. Others pushing me to make sure I don't. Well, I'm registered and I vote. Some say when choosing who represents, we should put our trust in the 1%. Cut their taxes to the bone and fill our buckets with the money that trickles down. Let's see, that's 99 for the few and 1 for the rest of us. Yeah, that sounds just about right, don't you think? I'm just a guy who works for minimum wage. Must have been like this in the Middle Age, a servant to a feudal lord. I work for the guy with the biggest sword. I should be grateful though, all this useful work I'm doing. Building walls around a castle. Gotta keep out all of those job stealers. Now science says there is no doubt what's causing all these floods and drought. But when we can't farm or drink due to climate change, they'll still be drinking from their Coke machine. That's the Charles and David Coke machine. Champions of freedom, fossil fuel, with the best politicians money can buy. When their God co-authors the laws we make, we'll be burning witches at the stake. And when we measure the freedom in our land by the count of guns in every hand, then we could thank or blame those of us who voted. And those who did not. So I'll tell it straight, I got a choice to make. Do I want to live in a country run by greed and hate, where black lives don't matter, facts are ignored, gender rights are on the cutting board? Yeah, we have a choice to make. Will I see you in November? Vote.
Wow. Outstanding. What an evening we have had. Shar,
Indeed.
Tom. Oh, what wonderful performance. I'm so happy to be here tonight. Thank you for this opportunity.
Well, we're heading to the final performance, which is a video going viral that Lynn Marie Smith just released. But before we play the video, and so hold on to your seats for a second, I just want to say thank you to our technical expert who has been manning the controls quietly behind the scenes. Lynn, do you want to say a couple words?
I mean, he is the epitome of there is no I in team. I mean, without him, he has selfishly given his time and patience.
Selflessly.
Yes, selflessly. Yeah,
Right.
that's why I said selflessly, given his time and his talent to help us tonight, all these performances to sound and look so great. And let's pay homage to our executive producer. Who is that, Shar?
Ben Grosscup.
Ben Grosscup, brother. Applause. Yay, we're standing.
Thank you. And Lynn, Shar, Pat, and Sai, you've been amazing to work with as co-producers for this event. It's just a real honor for, I think, the whole People's Music Network to have members like yourselves who are able to work together, come up with an idea, develop that idea, make a plan for it, and execute it. So I thank you all for that. Thank you.
And I just wanted to let everyone know, please share with your contacts the two websites I've just added to our chat. One is our co-sponsor, the wonderful organization founded by Sai Khan and his colleagues. So it's folkvote.saikhan.com. And Folk Vote is right now featuring videos of some 30 original songs by artists who are doing what we're doing here tonight. So, I mean, we didn't have the time to present all of them tonight. So please go to that website. All of you out there in Facebook land and your contacts, please do check out the Folk Vote website. It's astounding, the talent out there. The talent that is not on the evening major networks, the talent that we don't usually get to hear unless we get the inside information that we're giving you here tonight. And People's Music Network is www.peoplesmusic.org. Before we play the video, I just want to say a quick word about PMN. And this is the organization that is providing the platform for us all tonight. And we are a beloved community made up of individuals from all over the United States who volunteer their time, energy, and most importantly, their cultural gifts to educate, inspire, and make progressive change in our local communities and our nation. And we encourage each and every one of you out there, artists and people who love artists, people who play, and people who don't necessarily play to consider joining us. And at the very least, go on the People's Music Network website, and there are lots of incredible free concerts being offered each and every week. And please participate, support us, and consider becoming a member. And together we are a powerful force for political and cultural change. Without further ado, I want to reintroduce my sister, Lynn Marie Smith. Again, for those of you who joined us a little later in the show, tonight Lynn Marie Smith is wearing 3 hats, not one. She is obviously our co-host. She has also been one of our producers. And now we are going to introduce Lynn's video, which she calls Women Vote. Take it away, Ben.
Oh, did you have anything else to say about the video, Lynn?
No, let's hey, November 3rd, it's all been said tonight. We're going to drop the mic after this one. Let it rip, Ben. Thank you for the honor of having me tonight, and I'm just thrilled to be here. Thanks.
We have to meet the moment, use our voice. Use our vote to make the rightful choice. To make change to policies. Equal rights for you and me. If the first woman turned it upside down, all of us women can turn it around. 100 years of her story. Women marching for dignity. We've been held back long enough. As women, we're strong and tough. Arm in arm in unity. Unified for the world to see. Organizing had enough. Pushing back, we're strong and tough. Making change to policy. We've got the right. We are fighters on fire. Justice will guide us. We are the champions. The world's gonna hear us. Roar louder. Voting with power. Speaking in one voice. The world's gonna hear us. Roar. Oh, women vote, vote, vote. Women vote, vote, vote. Oh yeah. Women vote, vote, vote. Oh yeah. We'll use our votes to speak as one. Looking for a new dawning day to come. Real change is here at last. Seize the moment, can't let it pass. Me for you and you for me. We'll march together till we all are free. In solidarity for all the world to see. Through our votes they'll hear our roar. Numbers too big to ignore. We've been held down for too long. We've got the right. We are fighters on fire. Justice will guide us. We are the champions. The world's gonna hear us. Roar louder. Voting with power. We are inspired. The world's gonna hear us. Roar. Women vote, vote, vote. Women vote, vote, vote. Yeah. Women vote, vote, vote. Women vote, vote, vote. Yeah, yeah. Women vote, vote, vote. Women vote, vote, vote. Women vote, vote, vote. Women vote, vote. This is our time. This is our moment. Collectively, we can make the difference. And all we have to do is vote. 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 We've got the right. We are fighters on fire. Justice will guide us. We are the champions. The world's gonna hear us. Roar louder. Voting with power. Speaking in one voice. The world's gonna hear us.
my goodness gracious. Woo. Ah, it's taking my breath away.
Ooh, the world is going to hear us roar.
Yeah.
Get out there and vote.
Oh my.
Vote like it matters. Our democracy is up for grabs. Oh.
Excerpt. This is like, oh, can't wait to see it again and again and again. I can't see that enough.
Thank you.
We need this so badly. We need this video. And I just want to say, I'm going to contradict one thing Lynn Marie said tonight. And we're not dropping the mic just yet, okay? I got to thank some folks, and I want to thank our performers. So I'm going to start by thanking the performers I had the honor to introduce tonight. Some of you I've never met before, and some of you I've known for many years. Yes. And what an honor it's been to share this time together.
Yes.
First, Susanna Rich, my new friend and great poet. John McCutcheon, who's not he's not here now because he had to leave early, but he'll be hearing from us. Thank you so much, John. Spook Candy, my old friend I reconnected with after years, and Sarah Pirtle, another old friend. Catherine Rhoda up in Maine. Thank you so much, sister. Cy Khan, what can I say? Cy, you've been just indispensable part of this program tonight. We wouldn't be pulling this together like we have without you. Thank you so much, Cy. Lydia. Oh, I'm sorry. No, Lydia's going to be Lynn's group. I'm sorry. Charlie King. Thank you so much, Charlie. Your song was just so memorable and so deeply moving. Hallie Hammer, Jen Dog, thank you so much. And Lynn Marie Smith, take it away.
All right. Sarah Lynch Thomason, my sister Sharleen Leahey, Sparky and Rhoda Rucker, Gary Allard, Lydia Adams Davis, Pat LaManna, John Dillon, and Tom Smith. To our producers, who are they, sure?
Pat LaManna,
Sharleen Leahey,
Marie Smith,
Cy Khan,
okay,
and Ben Grosscup.
Yes.
Once again, our executive director extraordinaire.
Last but not least, the audience. Thank you for your presence tonight. It's so meaningful to us that so many people have joined us, and I hope that now we're gonna actually come right out and emphasize this now that the live show is over. This show will stay up on Facebook, so share it and let people know it's going to be up there, and hopefully we can get it out there more and more.
And get involved with the People's Music Network and our other sponsors, Folk Vote.
And to end the show, I just want to go out with a quote that actually Pat LaManna, my singing partner and historians, found that we put in our show that we do celebrating women's history and the centennial of women's suffrage this year. This is a quote by Carrie Chapman Catt, the president of the National American Women's Suffrage Association and founder of the League of Women Voters back in 1920. She said the following: "The vote is an emblem of your equality, women of America, the guarantee of your liberty. That vote of yours has cost millions of dollars and the lives of thousands of women. Women have suffered agony of soul which you can never ever comprehend, that you and your children might inherit political freedom. That vote has been costly. Prize it. The vote is a power, a weapon of offense and defense, a prayer. Use it intelligently, conscientiously, and prayerfully. Progress is calling to you and to me to make no pause. Act."
Yes.
All right, I'll stop the live stream and then we can hang out if anybody would like to chat a little further. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Whoa.